Good morning and welcome to another day of learning with Miss Tia. Today is Wednesday, April 22. That's an easy number. Two twos. 22. All right. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning to Amelia. Hi, Amelia. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning to Olivia and her little sister Aubrey. Hi. Good morning to you. Thanks for watching, guys. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning to Emma. Hi, Emma. Thanks for watching. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning to Hartley. Good morning to you. All right. Thanks for watching, guys. Let's get started. All right. So we have, remember, we're going reviewing some of our letters this week. So we have 5 more letters that we're going to review today. So when I hold them up, make sure that you are saying what the letter is. Remember, this is for your review. I already know my alphabet. So this is for you to review. When I hold it up, just make sure you say what the letter is, the sound that the letter makes, and the picture or word that goes along with the letter, okay? This is very important that you know your letters, the alphabet, and the sounds they make. That way you are able to do some reading. Once you know the sounds and you can identify, then you can start reading like a big kid. All right, so the first letter we're going to do is the letter W. W. For the letter W is W. All right, so letter W is for a walrus. This is a walrus. This is Willie and Wanda, the walrus. Okay? All right, W. So remember, our W is like 2 V's connected at the top. So remember, they're not straight lines. That would be more for the M. They're more of a little diagonal, a little bit slanted in for our letter W, okay? So we start up here at our skyline. We make our little diagonal line in, down to our grass line. We go back up to our skyline, back down to our grass line, and up again to our skyline to make the letter W. That's a capital W, okay? So letter W, W for walrus. Good job. All right, let's move on to the next one, which is the letter R. The letter R. Now, the letter R makes what sound? Like rat or river, okay? So our letter R is for rat, and he is a rodeo rat. So he has his cowboy hat and his lasso, and he's ready to go and catch himself some cows or some horses or something, pigs or goats, whatever they do in the rodeo. All right, so for our capital R, excuse me, we have our big line that we make from the top, from our skyline down to our grass line, so one big line. And then remember, we have our small curve at the top, so we go back to our skyline, and we're going to make our curve, connecting it to our big line, okay? So we go around to our plain line and put it right here, almost like a letter P. But then we need to make our line down. So then instead of another curve, like a letter B, we're going to make a little straight line, kind of a diagonal, and bring it down to our grass line, okay? If you want to make the little curl here, you can. That's just preparing you for cursive later on, but you don't have to. You can just make it a straight diagonal line, okay? So letter R says like rat, okay? Good job. All right, our next letter is the letter M. The letter M, like you're rubbing your tummy. Good, right? So letter M is for monkey. Okay, so for our capital M, again, we start at the top in the sky. We make our one big straight line down. We go back up to the top and we make a little straight line, diagonal line to the middle. Back up to the top, and back down to our grass line. So it's kind of like two straight lines here, two big lines, with kind of a little V connecting it in the middle, okay, for our letter M. Monkey, okay? All right, the next letter we have is the letter C. The letter C. You can do this for C for cookie. She might be making cookies. So C is k, okay? C for cook. So this is Kathy Cook, and she's cooking, maybe gonna make some cookies in the oven there, okay? So letter C for cookie or cook. Now letter C, remember we kind of have a little hook here at the top. So we kind of are making like an O, we just aren't connecting it here, okay? So we have our little curve starting at the top, curve around, down to our grass line, and curve it up a little bit. Remember, do not connect the two lines, otherwise you're making the letter O instead of a C, all right? So there's our letter C. All right, and our last letter here for today to review is the letter H. Letter H. Now the H says ha, 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 right? So for letter H, like is in hippopotamus or happy, right? Okay, so this is Henrietta and Harvey. They look like they're having some fun there at a party. All right, so for our capital H, so we start at the top of the skyline here. We make our one big line straight down to our grass line. Then we go next to it, and we're going to make another big straight line starting at the top down to our grass line. And then we add that little line straight across here to connect our two big lines here in the middle to give us our letter H. H is for hippo. Good job. So today we are going to be doing a little bit of reading. Now some of you might be ready to read and some of you might not quite be ready to read yet, and that's okay too. We have learned some words, some at words, some and words, how to sound some words out. So we're going to go over those words and some of the sight words, and then we're going to read it through one time. And then on the second time that we read it through, if you want to push pause or if you want to try to read it along with me, that would be fantastic if you want to try to see if you can figure out some of the words on your own. And then just be listening to the story because I'm going to ask you a few questions about it just to make sure that you're understanding what it is that you're listening to or reading, okay? All right, so this one is called Cat Tag. As you can see, my cat Milo over there is very interested in the story too. All right, cat. This is one of our at words, so I underline the at here. So at, and they have the k for the C. K-at, k-at. So it has three sounds, k-at, and then you kind of blend them, you draw it out, blend it together. Cat, okay? So cat tag. So does a cat know how to play tag? That's very interesting. All right, so here in the boxes are some of our sight words. So this is the word, I'm not sure if you remember, it is the word the. T-H-E, the. Now sight words are words that you just kind of have to remember. It's not words that you can really sound out. They don't exactly always sound the way, or spelled the way they sound. So they're just called sight words. We just kind of have to remember them, okay? So this is the word the. So you can see we have the. Lots of the in this story. All right, and the next word here we have is see. So you see with your eye. So he sees something. And then we have down here it and is. Not sure if, I think we've done is. Not sure if we've done it yet. So it is are two sight words as well, okay? Now if you look through, you can see a lot of at words in here. So we have cat, cat, rat, 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 rat. Lots of at words in here, okay? So this is the name Sam. So Sam is our cat. All right, so we're going to go ahead and read it through one time. When you see this little dot here, it's kind of like a stop sign. It's a period. It's a punctuation mark, or that we call a period. It just means to stop, take a breath, and then continue reading, okay? All right, so the first time I read it, I'm just going to read it out loud. You just listen at home. The second time we read it, see if you can follow along and maybe say or sound out some of the words if you recognize them, okay? Just a little challenge there. All right, cat tag. Sam the cat sees a rat. The rat runs. Sam tags the rat. Tag. Sam runs. The rat tags Sam. It is fun. So it sounds like they had a little game of tag. Wouldn't think that a cat and a rat would have fun playing tag. Usually they just chase each other, right? Until one is eventually caught. Alright, so we're going to read it over one more time. Remember, if you like, you can sound out some of the words, or if you remember some of our sight words, the, sees, it, or is, you can say them out loud as well, okay? Here we go. Cat tag. Sam the cat sees a rat. The rat runs. Sam tags the rat. Sam runs. The rat tags Sam. It is fun. All right, good job. High five. Boom, you did it. All right, so now I'm going to ask you a couple of questions and see if you can remember in our little short story here what happened. It's very important that you are able to hear and listen and understand what you're reading or listening to, okay? All right, so Sam is a cat, and he sees what? What does he see, or who does he see? Does he see a dog, a cat, or a rat? Sam sees a rat, so he sees a rat. Very good. Hopefully you got that one right at home. All right, our second question here is Sam tags the what? The rat, the hat, or a mat? What does Sam tag? Rat, hat, or mat? Well, who's in our story? We have Sam, which is a cat, and he is running after a rat. Okay, so Sam tags the rat. Tag, you're it. All right, and the last question, the rat tags Matt, Sam, or a dog. Who does the rat tag? Sam, Matt, or a dog? Okay, do you remember who Sam is? Sam is the cat. Sam is the cat. So he tags the cat. The rat tags the cat. So they're going back and forth. Tag, you're it. I like to play tag. It's fun. You gotta try to keep awake, right? Run, run, run. All right, good job. Hopefully you did pretty good. And you can always go back, or you can pause it, and you can try to sound out some of the words or try to recognize some of the sight words in here. Okay, just as a challenge. All right, let's move on to our math for today, which we are going to be talking about the numbers. Remember, yesterday we did our teens. So we still have some more teen numbers. So yesterday we did number 13, 14, and 15. So that leaves 16, 17, 18, and 19 that we're going to be doing today. So go ahead and gather your pencil, your paper, and whatever you're going to use to count with, okay? Whether you're making pictures for each one or you're using something physical, like if you want to use markers, you could count using your markers like 1, 2, right? Or you can use your blocks, okay? You can use your blocks, you can use cereal, whatever it is you like. All right, go ahead and grab that stuff and we'll get started. All right, so I hope you have gathered all your stuff for our math. Remember, we're going to talk about 4 different numbers, number 16, 17, 18, and 19. So the first number we're going to go over is the number 16, all right? So we're going to talk, it's a 1 and a 6. What numbers are we using for 16? A 1 and a 6. 16. I want to hear you say number 16. Ready? 16, okay? 1, 6, 1, 6, and 16. Good job. All right, so for number 16, the 1 is really easy because we've done this quite a bit now over the last couple days. Now our 6, we start up at the top and we're going to make all the way around. We're going to make like a little loop, okay, into the middle. So number 6. It has lots of curvy lines in this one. So we start up at the top, always at the top, and we come down and around for our number 16, okay? All right, 16, what we're going to do is we're going to count 16. So I'm going to show you a couple of different pictures, and you tell me which one you think starts with. All right, 16. All right, let's see if this one says 16. So remember, we start at the top and we count, and don't forget to add the bottom. Now these are set in tens, so if both of them were filled up, they would equal 20. Okay, so this we already know is 10, but we'll count it anyways. We're going to do it both ways. We're going to start from 10 and count up, and then we're going to count them individually as well, okay? All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Are we looking for the number 17? No, we are looking for the number 16, so we need one less on here. Now, if we count up, so this is 10, we know this is 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, okay? See how that was a lot faster since you already know that this is 10. So that one is not the right one. We need one that has one less egg. So if we just take one away, it should have 1 10s, the whole top, and just one square on the bottom. That's the one we're looking for. So let's try this one. Does this look like the one I just described that we should have? I said we should have one full box worth of 10, the top, which is 5, and 1 down on the bottom. I believe this is the number we're looking for. All right, so we're just going to count up. So this is 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. This is the number we are looking for. Okay, so what you can do, I'm counting the pictures, but what you can do at home is count out your blocks, okay? Count out your 16 blocks. All right. All right, so we have our 16 here, so you should have counted out your blocks or whatever it is that you're using to count with, 16 items, okay? Remember, one number for each item. And remember, it's okay to count slow. You don't need to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, because when you start to count fast, sometimes you miss a number, okay? So remember, take your time. It's not a race. All right, so here we're going to find the number 16. So remember, let me show you, this is what the 16 looks like. What number is the 16 next to? What number is the number 16 next to? So let's take a look. The 16, a 1 and a 6. Oh, there's a 6, but it doesn't have a 1 in front of it. We need a 1 and a 6. Here's the 16. It is next to or in front of the number 17. So I'm going to go ahead and circle my 16 here. Now we're going to write the number 16. Okay, so if you haven't practiced writing the 16 yet on your paper, go ahead and do that now. So we're going to make our 1, which is one big straight line, starting from the top and going down. Here's my 1. I remember our 6, we start at the top, and we kind of do a curve, okay? A curve inside. That's our number 16. All right, so now we're going to do our tallies. Now remember, the tallies are just straight lines. We do 4, and then we cross out for a 5. We're doing it in groups of 5, okay? So for our tallies, let's see here. I already have my tallies here. So what we're going to do is we're going to count them out, okay? So I'm going to put them on here. That way you can see. So you should be writing your tallies at home along with me, okay? Ready? So we're going to start 1, 2, 3, 4, and remember we make our line, a diagonal line across to show that we have a group of 5. So that's number 5. All right, so now we're going to do another 5. So go ahead and count with me at home. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So we have 10 so far, so 2 groups of 5. We need to keep going, because remember we need to get to the number 16. All right, so keep going. 11, 12, 13, 14, and another diagonal, another group of 5 makes 15. So far we have 5, 10, 15, 3 groups of 5. And then we have one all by himself here, one little bitty tally mark. Okay, so that makes 16. So you have a total of 16 lines. All right, so down here on the bottom is where we would make it. So I'm going to show you, I have these little erasers here that I got from Target, which I think are so cute. So I'm going to use my little pumpkins, and I'm going to count out 16 of these little pumpkins. And here they are in groups of 5. So I'm going to have 1, 2, 3 groups of 5, and then one all by himself, just like my tally mark, okay? So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and I need one more, remember, all by himself in his column there. So I have 5, 10, 15, and one by himself is 16. So 3 groups of 5, just like my tally marks, and one all by himself. Okay, so there's our number 16. All right, next we are going to make a different number. So go ahead and make sure you can have room on your paper to do more. Just gonna take this off real quick so we can move on to our next one. All right, so I'm not gonna do these in order today because I would like you to not just guess what the next one is, because you know it comes after 16. So we're gonna jump around to, we're gonna go to number 19. 19, we're gonna jump to number 19. So 1, 9 makes 19. Make sure you're saying it at home. Look at the number, 1 and a 9 makes 19. 19 is our number. All right, so we're going to count it. So remember, in our eggs here, they're in groups of 10. So if we have 10 here and 10 here, we would have 20 altogether. But we're missing one little egg. So 19 is 20 minus 1, okay? So we're going to count up here so we get more practice counting up. So we know this is already 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 19 eggs there, okay? So hopefully you're counting out your 19 items so you have those ready to go. All right, so what number is before the number 19? What number is before 19? Number 18. All right, good. So here's my 18. 19 is after it. So it comes after 18 is 19. So I'm going to circle my 19 there. So now we're going to write our number 19. So you already know how to write a 1. So we make our big straight line here. And then we're going to draw our 9. So a 9, you have a small curve, and then you connect it with a big line, okay? So it's kind of like a little C, and we connect it with our line, okay? So we make a C, and we connect it with a line. All right, so then we're going to tally it up. So you can start writing your tallies at home. Let's see here. 19. All right. So here's my tally marks. So how many groups of 5 are we going to have? How many groups of 5 are we going to have? So we have a group of 5 here, 5. Here's another group of 5, another group of 5, and then we have our group of 4. So we're going to count these out just like we did before. So make sure you're writing your tallies at home. Remember, it's 4 with a line across to make our 5, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19. So we have 19 lines there. So we have 5, 10, 15, and this one is 1 short of 20. So 19 is 1 short, 1 less than 20, okay? All right, so here we're going to use I'm going to use my little pumpkins again, and we're going to make 19. Now before we had 3 groups of our 5 and just 1 here. How many do you think we need to add to get to 19? Well, we were at 16 before. Let's count up. Ready? 16 we had, 17, 18, 19. So we need to add 3 more of my little pumpkins to our board. Okay, so we were here, 1, 2, and 3. So we're going to cover the whole entire board except for 1 little bitty square. Okay? All right, so I'm going to go ahead and start covering. So we know we need to count all of them except for 1 little square. So I'm going to start putting mine on. Hopefully you've counted out your items. And you are putting them in groups of 5 as well. Okay? We want to start to learn how to group things in equal numbers. It's very important that you know how to do that. All right, because we want everything to be equal, right? You wouldn't want to have a slice of pizza that is really tiny and your sister or your brother or somebody else that's eating with you gets a really big slice. We like things to be equal, right? Equal slices. So same thing here. We like things to be equal. It makes counting a little bit easier. All right, so we have our group of 5. So 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So if we cover the last square, we will have 20. Oh, they're starting to fall off. All right, hopefully you got all of those. So 19. Let's move on to our next number. Let's see here. Our next number is going to be, actually I think we'll stop there today. We'll do 18 and 17 in another video. That way you have some time to think. Maybe get that stuff together. All right, so we're going to stop there today, and that's going to conclude our video. Hopefully you enjoyed reading along. Maybe you enjoyed being able to challenge yourself and try to sound out some words today. And hopefully you're starting to understand how to count and how to identify those numbers. All right, so I will see you tomorrow in our next video. Bye-bye.